What's up, Clemson Nation? What's up, ACC, TTC, College Football Nation? So, as y'all probably should understand, I'm still in recovery mode from this West Virginia thing. No, I was about to move on to basketball, which I am about to make some videos in. We got Florida State in about 2 hours in basketball in Little John. Thinking about maybe making a season wrap-up video, but no. Instead, we already got the bullshit going on here. In the ACC TTC, Nolesblogger's done called us all out. So let's get into it. First of all, yes, I'm gonna just go ahead and get this off my back. We just fucking got embarrassed. We embarrassed the conference. It was 70-33. It was terrible. We gave up. We're not that bad. We gave up. Anybody who thinks Clemson is that bad doesn't know college football or hasn't watched this at all this year. That was the craziest play I've ever seen in my life. They gave them the full momentum, and a young Clemson team just didn't know how to respond. But they took it from us. Congrats, West Virginia. I'm not getting into that again. Let's move on. Let's talk about something else. All right, Florida State.
A completely different situation. Advantage Clemson defense. Listen to this crowd. Trick it. Does he have a trick up his sleeve? 4th and 9. Pressure. Down he goes.
You can say what you will. You can be embarrassed that we're the ACC champions. I would be too, just because of the bowl performance. But other than that, no. You know, this is our conference right now. I don't care what we just did. If you are not at Georgia Tech or NC State, if you're not at Georgia Tech, I'll say that. If you're not at Georgia Tech, man, you don't have time to talk. NC State, we own y'all. We own you. But Florida State, no. Look, here's the fact. We've won 5 in a row at home, and all y'all keep talking about is the future. The future. Well, you're going to have to come take this conference just like we did from Virginia Tech before you get any of that crap. Okay? Before you can talk about any of that. This is our conference. We took it from you, and we took it from Virginia Tech. And Florida State is now on a long drought of winning the conference. 6 years. And Clemson, not only do we have a top 10 recruiting class too, but we have this burden off our shoulders of winning the ACC championship. Now we got to get this burden off of our shoulders of winning the BCS championship. We're going to win that Atlantic again next year, and probably the year after that too, because we're getting it together. All we got to do is buy a steal. That's it. Florida State, guys, you were just the underachievers of this conference. How many times have you started in the top 10 the last 6 years? 6 or 7 years since you won the conference last. How many times have you started in the top 10? Started in the top. What were y'all number 5 this year? And you finished 9-4, I think. 9-4 with a win over Notre Dame. That's not gonna cut it, man. Y'all did what we did late in the season at the beginning of the season. See, y'all started out 2-3. We finished like 2-4 or something like that. I don't even know. Something like that. But y'all start off the season like we ended the season. So y'all have no room to really talk. That's how Clemson did in 2009. Florida State, no. Look, you're going to have to come take this conference from us. And I don't care about who you have coming in because you guys just don't win. You don't win when it matters. It's just not what Florida State does anymore. And all that talent, here's another thing. I just want to point this out. There's something on Fitz News, which is by far the fakest website in the country. They've never had anything right. It's a freaking scam website. And some of y'all Florida Staters are believing that crap about Sammy Watkins. It's pretty funny that you're believing Fit News. We've known for years since it's been out, that's a fake news site. So anybody believing Fit News from the Florida State fan base probably has a lower IQ than most people. So let's move on. From Florida State, who is behind us, sitting squarely behind us. Y'all are behind us. Let's move on to Virginia Tech.
And that clock run down to about 7 and hands it off to a sprinting Bellamy. Bellamy so long, Hokies.
Cars Boyd going downfield. He's got the fellow open. The freshman Watkins takes it in.
Because I know they're going to be responding to Nolesblogger too. And I'm going to go ahead and know they're going to be responding to us because we're the most hated team in the ACC. Clemson is the most hated team in the ACC. It's fine with me. I think we're doing something right other than the Orange Bowl. Virginia Tech. We had this little crap before last season. I guess it's becoming an annual thing. Call out the ACC. I don't know what y'all are going to do later because y'all are doing it so freaking early. This is supposed to happen in like June. But you know what? We'll get to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, we had this conversation before the season started. And I said we were going to have to come. I said, it's y'all's conference right now. You're going to have to come. We're going to have to come take it from y'all. We came and we took it from y'all. 3-0 against Florida State and Virginia Tech. We took it from y'all. Y'all don't have any right to talk about anything right now. Just this is our conference right now. We might have embarrassed it, but it's still ours. And we're going to be representing it against Auburn. We'll see how we do then. Because I have a feeling that'll be a little more like the Clemson-Auburn results this year. We'll do a little better result of repping it then. And from there out. Virginia Tech, you guys can't beat us, which is obvious. You gave us the conference. I don't care how bad we embarrassed it, because you embarrassed it again. And this 70 games, they might have put 70 on us after we gave up, which is pathetic. But you guys had just as bad of a loss last year against Stanford, who, yes, was a better team. But it's the same thing. The ACC as a whole sucks in the BCS, and I thought Clemson could do something about it, but we didn't. Hopefully next year. Virginia Tech does not have any right to talk this year. They can say what they want, but they're going back. They're going to go back. Y'all are going to be... Who's going to challenge y'all in the Coastal next year, though? Coastal is starting to suck. Maybe Miami will get it up and challenge y'all. But, I'll probably be on some kind of ban and not be able to go to the conference championship next year either way. But, Virginia Tech, I just can't get through to how much we've passed y'all. We've passed y'all this year. Y'all had it before us, but you've passed it on to us. And you're going to have to come to Death Valley, a place we haven't lost in over a year, to take that from us. And you know what? We're going to go undefeated in Death Valley again next year. So I don't see that happening. Virginia Tech, we're done with y'all. We're done with y'all until Hate Week. Y'all are behind us, okay? You're behind us. So don't come at me with any of that, because you guys, we've moved on. We've moved on. We'll see if y'all can come take it from us again next year, but I doubt it. And then we got this kid. We got this like Mick for Notre Dame kid or whatever. He comes in here and he's gonna call me out. I just started seeing his videos not long ago, like before the bowl games or whatever. Notre Dame, and let me get something out before. He's gonna start making NC State videos now? Really? No, listen. Most of my family went to South Carolina. My dad went to Clemson. He's the only one in my family that went to Clemson. Most of my family is Gamecocks. My mom went to a branch at USC. Most of them are Gamecock fans. I'm not two-teamer. Of course, it's a rivalry. But if my freaking... I'd pick one team to stay with it because I can't handle two-teamers. They just get on my nerves so bad, you know? Hey, when this team's doing bad, I can go rely on this team. That's not how it should be. But this kid's going to call me out. You know, first of all, you didn't even talk much about NC State. You said Notre Dame. Notre Dame sucks. They blow hard. They're terrible. They're fucking terrible. They're not going to be back. When I think of Notre Dame, I think of Lou Holtz, the biggest embarrassment to college, to ESPN. It's the biggest embarrassment to ESPN. I wish he was still at USC. It would be beating their ass every year. You want to talk about embarrassing? What we did to Notre Dame's old coach, Lou Holtz, is embarrassing when he was at South Carolina. And he gonna come at me, dude, we played good against Florida State. They're a good team. We played good against them. Guess what? We beat them. We're better than you. We might have just lost to fucking West Virginia, but we're better than Notre Dame every time. We beat y'all down. I'll want another shot at West Virginia, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. And then we're going to get to NC State. Yes, NC State beat us handily this year. Congratulations. We've been doing it to you for 7 years straight before that. 7 years straight. And then you win once, and all of a sudden you think you can talk. No, it doesn't work like that. You come beat us in Clemson next year? Yeah. You come beat us in Clemson next year, and then we'll talk. But that's not going to happen. That's just not. You're going to call me out for saying stuff, calling me a typer or whatever. So I didn't even know you existed before last week. I've been in here for a while. Okay? I'm not a typer. I'll go respond. I'm responding to you right now. So you can say what you want. But I don't have respect for two-teamers, period. I don't have respect for two-teamers. You need to stick with one of those. I don't care to have an NC State TTC in here. They're the definition of mediocrity anyway. They suck. They blow. They always will. Okay? Your two teams are terrible right now. Clemson will be better than both next year. We'll beat NC State handily at home. Okay? So, y'all can get out of here with this. So, I guess I'll make a basketball video sometime soon or something. But I had to go out here and let it be known. This is our conference right now. This is our conference. And there's nothing y'all can say or do to prove otherwise, because y'all didn't win when y'all had to, like we did. Our conference, congrats on y'all's bowl wins, whoever won. Florida State, congrats on your bowl win. State, congrats on your bowl win. Notre Dame, go fuck yourself. That's it.